Hey, what's going on Facebook? It's KIM and the SAV, Kim out of Savannah, Georgia. And woo, I have to laugh at myself, y'all. Remember in the last Facebook Live, I was like, Facebook was down the other day, and ever since then, my Facebook Live is not turning to the side. Somebody help me. Y'all, I had taken the dang on rotate icon off of my phone. It was me. It was basically me. I'm getting old. I feel so embarrassed. So somehow the rotate icon on my phone got clicked, so my phone was staying only in landscape mode? No, portrait mode, not going to landscape. So anyway, guys, while I am getting ready, because I am behind the schedule today, I'm going to talk to you about something that came up. Everything that I do, everything that I talk to you about is inspired by something that, previously you guys have said, or a conversation we've had, something of that nature. So recently I was in Dallas for the TLC convention, right? And so I'm in Dallas, and it's always very interesting to me because I really keep to myself. You wouldn't believe this, but I definitely have introverted tendencies. And like I said, I told you guys I'm going to talk to y'all while I attempt to do makeup. Y'all know I'm not the makeup girl, so we're going to see what happens. But, I'm going to try to make myself look like something. So, hey, Angela, what's going on? So here's the deal. I keep to myself. So when I go to a convention and there are all these other reps there from my company and all these other people, a lot of times people see me in videos. So then they are super comfortable saying stuff to me. And then I really realize how sometimes stuff that people think they heard me say can be misinterpreted. Okay. So, certain conversations will be had and I'll be like, that's not what I meant. And I'm happy and grateful because it gives me a chance to clarify. But communication, and I remember this from my communication class, they said it's not the message that is sent, but the message that is received that is really of most importance, okay? And that really is the truth, because a lot of times you think you're communicating to somebody, but you're not. What they hear is totally different than what you said or what you meant. So let me just go ahead and get to the nitty-gritty. I entitled this on Facebook, What I Think About Working with People on a Fixed Income. And the reason why I did that is because I was talking with a rep in Dallas, and she was like, yeah, I feel the way you feel about broke people. And I can't remember verbatim what she said. And she was newer. So, when you're newer, you're trying to, figure things out. And one bad experience can filter into other bad experiences. And you don't know what you don't know. So, no shade to her. I'm not going to mention her name. But she said something to the fact that she doesn't like working with people who are unemployed or have a fixed income because it's a waste of time to her. And I had to clarify, because at the time that I started with my company, with my products, I was unemployed. Just because a person does not have resources does not mean that they are not resourceful. Let me say that again. Just because a person doesn't have resources, it doesn't mean that they're not resourceful. Okay? So I didn't have a job, but I had the tenacity and I had the dedication and determination to, to borrow the money to get my products. Angela says, I'm great, girl. Just now get my voice back. Was hoarse for a few days. How are you? I'm good. So yeah, resources, money has nothing to do with, whether or not a person can work with you or whether or not you should let a person work with you, because sometimes it's the people that don't have the money that will have the most creativity as it relates to getting that money. I know this to be true. And it's some very wealthy people, some people that have a lot of money, and they'll nickel and dime you to death. You will be amazed, right? So where she gets that from, though, is I have a very strong money message, y'all. I am unapologetically going to ask you for the sale. I am unapologetically going to ascend the sale. I am unapologetically going to give you everything that it is you need within your budget, okay, to help you meet your goal. And I understand certain things that I didn't know before, because I have a money mentor. I follow him since 2015 June, and he's helped me to understand the more obligation I have when I have something good in my hand, and how it is I'm to offer that to people. And he's also helped me understand, and I've seen it play out over and over again, that those who pay attention. Those who pay attention, okay? So I know this is a crazy angle, y'all, but I got to talk to y'all while I'm doing this. But I don't apologize for charging people, because it's always the people that have to come up with the money and figure it out that will use the products and get the best results. And, they have some skin in the game. They have some meat in the game. But when I was speaking with that young lady and I saw that she thought that when I talk, my money message that is so strongly against working with broke people has nothing to do with money and everything to do with mentality. It was encouraged, it was inspired, I should say, my money message, how I structure my message, how I purposefully say some things to tick people off. There are some people that I want to click off of my broadcast. There are some people that I want to never visit my page. You know why? Because they're looking for somebody that will buy their excuses instead of help them win. And that's not the people that I want. Okay? But my money message is inspired by Jack Ma. Jack Ma is the owner, founder, creator of Alibaba. Okay? Jack Ma was talking, and I forget what the speech was, but he basically said the worst thing a business owner can do is make their business attractive to broke people. Think about that. He said the worst thing that a business owner can do is make their business attractive to broke people. And the funny thing about that is that the majority of people, that's what they do. They try to be the lowest priced person. It's a race to the bottom for the price. Oh, that person only charges you this much? Well, I'll charge you $1 less. Y'all, there's only one Walmart. Don't race to the bottom. Don't race to the bottom. It's a dangerous game. If you race to the bottom and you're always competing on price alone, then you're going to run yourself out of business. Now, let me get to the nitty gritty. When I talk about broke people, I'm talking about mentality, not money. Because like I said, just because a person doesn't have resources now, it doesn't mean they will not be resourceful. Y'all, let me just tell you, some of our best customers are the customers on a fixed income. Yep, I said it. I'm telling y'all think somebody working a bunch of jobs has a bunch of money? No, they don't. That's why they're working a bunch of jobs, because they don't have a bunch of money. Let me tell you something. Somebody working 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 2 jobs is for 2 people. 3 jobs is for 3 people, not for 1 person. So a lot of times y'all are filtering out people who are unemployed, or maybe they're young, or maybe they're this or that. Whatever story it is you've made up in your mind about that person, or what money means, whatever money messages you have in your mind, whatever paradigms you're thinking, you then apply those to your customers. And that's why a lot of people don't make money, because they come to the table with these stories and they hear about their consumer instead of letting their consumer speak, instead of thinking about, hey, you know what, for every advantage there's a disadvantage, and vice versa. Let me see what this person's mindset is. Let me see if they truly made a decision. Let me see if I have a solution for them, if this can be a win-win for us both. Instead, they're just thinking like, who can I get the most money from the quickest? And that's why they usually end up getting no money. So here's the deal with people. Let me tell y'all something about people on fixed income. People on fixed income, they know what the heck they doing. They have planned their budget out to the T. They know they get that check on the first of the month, or whatever they get, or whatever else they have coming in, and they have planned it out. They have a little bit of wiggle room for little extra stuff that comes up. They can make it, or they can do this or that, and they can give you a more definite decision oftentimes than people that work in a job. I have people on the fixed income. Do you know people on the fixed income will get on the auto ship before a person with a job will? Because I had somebody on a fixed income say this. She said, Kim, I like this, that, and the third. Why? Because my products work, y'all. So she was like, I like these things. What I want to do, I get paid on the first, so I want to set up an auto ship so that I will never be without my liquid gold. She likes the product so much that she is not only built it into her budget, but she wants it to automate. And see, y'all don't understand, that is passive profits. That's profits in your PJs. That's money in your sleep. That's the reason why you're in network marketing, for the residual, y'all. So some of y'all have nobody on auto ship, but you don't like working with people on a fixed income. Oh, highfalutin. Okay, hasidity. Okay, no. You need to stop that and think about it. Somebody on a fixed income, not everybody, right? But somebody on a fixed income, they know exactly what they got to work with. And if they made a decision that they want to work with you and they want your products, they're gonna be the easiest, best customer to work with. I'm telling you. And it is that mentality that other people have when somebody tells you, hey, I'm on a fixed income. They're expecting a certain response from you. When you don't give them the response that they expect, the response that most people give them, like, well, I'll see what we can do. When you still treat them with dignity, it's just common sense. I don't really get what the big deal is. But when you don't give them that response, oh my gosh, all you have to do is treat people like you want to be treated, y'all. That's all you have to do. But never have I ever gotten on a Facebook Live, because it really, showed me that I need to be clearer in my communication. When I am so blunt about who I want to work with, it has nothing to do with money and everything to do with the mindset. Because as long as the mindset is correct, I know for a fact they'll find the money. I know for a fact they will find the money. Okay? Talking about y'all don't work with people on a fixed income. Great. I'm happy you don't. Because then I can work with them. Because I love them. I love them. As a matter of fact, let me tell y'all this. So for my Better Body VIPs, sometimes I have special deals. Okay, I have little specials. And they're not always on my site over at BetterBodyDeals.com. So sometimes when I'm wheeling and dealing and doing what I do, and I make a special for you, it's not going to be on the site because it's just for you. So one of my fixed income, wonderful clients, one of my fixed income favorites, she got a deal on something, and the deal can be based on any number of things, right? It can be based on what I got in, how many Fun Friday deals I got, how much inventory you bought, how many referrals you've given me, even participate. I've given people deals just for participating in the group. You go in the VIP group, you do your affirmation, I'll be like, girl, you get a credit for the blah, 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 right? For whatever. But one of my fixed income favies, she got a deal recently. And so I had to send her an invoice because it was a special deal for her, not on my website. And when I sent her, and this is another thing, guys, because I do affirmations. I encourage my team to do affirmations. I encourage my clients to do affirmations. Affirm whatever it is you want. Your word is your wand. Your word creates your world. It's all this stuff. All this stuff y'all think is booga 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 hocus pocus, but it's very powerful and it's very real, right? So, in my affirmations, I always affirm that money comes to me easily and effortlessly. I am a money magnet. Yes, I love me some money and money loves me, right? So I always enable on my invoice for people to tip me. Why not? Why not? And do you know, one of my fixed income clients tipped me $5 on her invoice. She didn't have to do that. I looked at the total. I was like, where'd that come from? And I was like, oh, she didn't tell. Okay, all right, girl. Now, what does that make me? That wants me... See, and it's so wonderful because when people do that for you, we are in a constant flow of giving and receiving. But what happens is a lot of people just try to think about how they can take from people. But the more you give a discount, then somebody gives you a tip. Now you want to give them extra in their shipment. And it's just a wonderful flow that keeps your energy up, that keeps your vibration high, which attracts to you more people, more of all the things that you want, more of what you desire, and less of the things that you do not. It's really a wonderful thing. But again, it's a mentality thing. It's a frequency thing. It's a vibration thing. It's all of those things. It's not a money thing. Money is just a tool. It's just a tool. But money can tell you a lot about a lot of things. So I don't worship money. I don't love money to death. But I do look at how other people interpret money. And I do pay attention to what people say with their money versus their mouth. Because that tells me what they truly want. Okay? Ooh, my knee just popped. Y'all heard that? Oh, I gotta give me some stem cells. Okay. But no, I'm telling you guys, for a fact, fixed income is where it's at. I love working with all types of people who have made a decision. All you have to do is make a decision. I don't care about how much money you have. And I tell my team this all the time. When you ask someone, hey, what is your budget? Sometimes people, and you know what, it's the plight of the bad salesman. So many people have had people ask them their budget, and they know that the person is going to, you know, let's say I say, oh, my budget is 100 to 150. Now, all magically, what you would suggest is 150. So a lot of times people think that when they give you a budget, that you're automatically going to go to the top of the budget. So they don't want to give you a budget. So you say, well, how much is your budget? They say, well, how much does it cost? You say, I don't play those kind of games, but I get why people do that. But whenever I ask for a budget, it's because I have over 40 products that I can mix and match and throw together and create a specialty package for you based on your needs and your health issues, your allergies. I'm trying to figure out, should I put together a package of samples for you, or a pack, you know, that are super convenient and will get you started, or should I put together a package or a combo of like month supply items for you, which will be a better value? I don't care what your budget is, but have some budget in mind. If you tell me you want to lose 100 pounds and you got nothing, well, then we don't need to keep talking. And I definitely don't need to give you a recommendation because you have nothing to work with. Those who pay attention. Again, it's a mentality thing. So the budget question is not as much about the money to me as it is about, you know, just identifying, has this person made a decision to the point that they have at least set aside some type of resources to help them get to that goal? Because if they haven't, then what are we doing here? What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? So that is why I asked the budget question. That is why I'm not afraid of the budget question. I'm not bound by the budget question. There have been so many times when people have given me a budget, and because I'm so well at, displaying value, then they have upped their budget. It just happened yesterday. I posted it in my Prosperity Curiosity group. You can see it for yourself. Everything I say is backed by real life experiences. It's not theory. I'm not a theory person. This is not school where I'm just reading something out of a textbook to you. This is what I do. This is what I do every single day. These are the conversations that I'm having. But I'm telling you, if you're a salesperson and you make asinine comments like, I don't work with people who don't have jobs, or you miss or fixed income people, or you just label a category of people based on the amount of money they have, you're missing it. You're totally missing it. My best clients are the fixed income clients with the right mentality. Any client with the right mentality is going to be your best client. So I strongly encourage you to figure out, what is your money message? Who do you want to work with? Do not race to the bottom in your company with your products, okay? Because you're gonna bankrupt yourself, okay? If you have 50 million customers buying 50 million things, but every single sale is a freaking loss, then what are we doing here? Are you a winner? No, you're a loser, right? You're a loser. And it's only a matter of time before you're going to be out of business. And that is the reason why people tell me, oh, so-and-so got this for cheaper. And I say, awesome. Have a great day. With a smile. Ding. You know why? Because so-and-so who has the product for cheaper, I know the margin on the product. If it's too cheap, probably next month you won't find so-and-so selling the product. You know why? Because they won't be in business anymore. Because they were never in business to begin with. So everybody who tried to nickel and dime me back in 2015 when I started this business and was like, oh, I can get it for over there for cheaper, I was like, go. Then why are we talking? Why are we talking then? Because it's something that I have that you want. Well, guess what? The something that I have that you want, whether it be my mentorship, my coaching, my support, whatever, that comes with a cost. Okay? That it just does. And I say that unapologetically because I know what I have to offer. But all those people who went to somebody else because they had a lower price on something, what they really didn't realize is that overall, I have the lowest price with the most value, because price is not just based on dollar amount, right? I told you that in my Facebook Live earlier. But all those people who went to the lowest price person, those people are not even in business no more. Because like I said, they never were in business to begin with. Just realize this, because I know it. I am running a business. I'm not running a charity, and I'm not running a sorority. I know y'all like, she's been on this Facebook Live putting on makeup and she looks exactly the same. I told y'all I'm not a big makeup girl. I'm just trying to cover up a little bit of blemishes because I have some imperfections due to a sugar coma I went into around Valentine's Day. I was the Valentine's Day Grinch. I was like, Valentine's Day, Schmalentine's Day. So I'm paying for that. For that sugar, what do you call it? Relapse that I had a few weeks ago. But it's all good in the hood. But anyway, I just wanted to jump on there on here and say this because like I said, when I met the young lady at convention and she made it clear to me that all this time she thought I was saying I don't work with broke people, like people who don't have money. I had to clear that up for everybody because I didn't have money when I started. It's not about the money you have. It's about the money that you have access to. The money that you have access. What do you do with the money that you have access to? Do you get it? Sounds like the same thing, but it's not. Subtle differences make huge differences. All right? So go out there and get y'all some fixed income clients. And if you don't, I will. All right. I got to finish doing my makeup. Can y'all tell I did something? No? Okay. Well, forget y'all then. I'm just saying. What? When I post the finished product, y'all will see it. Okay? Y'all be like, oh, okay, I see she did a little something. All right. Bye, y'all.